Alright, the first thing we're going to do is remove two covers. Let me get a light right here. You're going to have a cover right here first. And what you got to do is pull open the door handle. And right there, there's a little tab that you got to get. Let me see if can you see that if I took the light off?
No.
Alright.
I can see a little bit.
Alright, so I'm going to get a little pick. Pop that off. It's going to uncover a 7mm bolt in there. Leave that alone for now. Then you want to go up under here, up under the door handle, and then there's another cover, and the opening is right there. So get your little pick into there. Get that. Yeah. Pop that right off, and there's going to be two 8mm bolts. So you got one 7mm and two 8mm. Let's get those bolts out. Alright, now that you got those three bolts out of there, the next thing we're going to do, we have a series of clips going all around this door panel that we got to pop loose. And what you're going to get you a body panel pry bar. And what you're going to do is start from the bottom, because there's a little opening right here. Get your pry bar in there, brace the door, and just, you're going to hear them pop. Go around, just take your time. Now your door panel is nice and loose. And then what you want to do is grab each side and you want to wiggle it back and forth, and you want to pick it up over this door lock. So you want to go right there. And pick it up and just lean it out just like this. Now don't pull it out all the way, because we're going to have to disconnect our door handle from inside here. And what you want to do is, can you see in there pretty good?
Yeah, I can see.
Let me get a light, see better, because there's a little trick to this. Let me see if I can twist it a little side a little bit.
Yeah, because it's bright. It's just I couldn't figure out where it. It's really bright.
Oh, too bright? Okay. So what you want to do is, there's a little latch right here. You want to pick this latch up just a little bit, just to pull that handle back, swing it around, and it's going to go inside the door handle itself and pick it up just like that. Alright, then you want to bring it back. But you're not done yet. Over here you got your electrical connector. You got a little latch right here. Bring that latch out. And it's going to unplug. Alright, let's put this down. Now, obviously, it's not supposed to look like this. It looks like somebody been in here already. This is the vapor barrier right here, and it's actually, they put this together all crooked and all. This thing is very brittle, man. Try to pull it apart as easy as possible. And what you're supposed to do, which I guess they didn't, is you're supposed to take like a razor blade and try to start going along the ledges and try to pull it apart. But this thing is so brittle, yours is going to come apart. Probably going to come apart just like this one is. Just pull it back. You want to take it off all the way, just enough to get to your window regulator and motor. Now this one is going to be kind of difficult to do, and I guess this is a good thing for you, because a lot of videos out there showing, you know, you roll the window up, put the window down. But what happens when you can't? Our window is halfway down and we can't move it nowhere. So how do you do that? This is a little tricky, because there's you're gonna have to get this down over here too. So you want, also guys, there's supposed to be like a rubber plug right here and a rubber plug over here. So the window is supposed to be all the way up, so you can get the two 10mm bolts to loosen up the regulator from the glass. But we can't do that, so we're gonna try to do this another way. Now let's back this up. Yeah, this is definitely looks like it's been replaced. We have, let's make sure we got this over here. There we go. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10mm bolts. You don't have to take those bolts out. You can just loosen them up, because as you can see, each of them has a little slot that comes out. But what we're going to do first is disconnect the the motor. You got a tab right here. On the other side of this tab, this connector, you're going to have to squeeze that tab, and it's easier to squeeze that top half in. Squeeze that in and pull down and unplug the motor. Be careful, because you want to pull down and cut yourself on this door right here. So I'm going to have to put this down. Can you see it? Maybe it's better to use a screwdriver. This thing is stuck in. There we go. Alright. So let's loosen those 5 10mm bolts up. Alright, we got all 5 loose. Now before we start moving this around, what you want to do is get you 2 pieces of cardboard. Now a lot of people like using tape. I like using cardboard. And I got pieces folded up. What they do is, for the window, some people will take masking tape, put it around here, wrap it around, and lock the window in place. I can't do that right now, because if I put it up there, the window ain't going to be able to move it. And right now I need this to move. So what I do is take cardboard, and I would stick it to the sides once I get the window where I need to be. So what I'm going to do is put my cardboard to the side, take my window regulator, pick it up. Oh, you know what? This is, dang it. This one right here, you got to be another one. Here it is. You got 2 10mm bolts down here. Remove these completely. Right now, if you notice, see I'm moving the glass now? So what you want to do is get that window regulator out of there. You know what? Let's take this bolt out. Let's take this one out. Okay. Let's bring our glass up. I still can't see them bolts. This sucks. Dang, I can't even reach them anyway. What if I bring it down? This sucks. You know what? Let me get this, just get my socket. No, just in case. Get it ready. Okay. You know what? We're gonna do something different here, because this is starting to suck. Alright, what we're gonna do is, let's take this speaker out. We got 7mm bolts, 3 of them. Let's see if we can get to that. Wow, that sucked. Which means it might be. Alright, there's one right there. So we're good. We got one. So let's put these bolts to the side. And you don't have to take these bolts out, you're just going to loosen them. Whoops, let's get the 10mm. Loosen that a little bit too much. I got the other one out, but that's okay. Now this one over here is gonna be a problem. This one is to the side. This one's way over here. So let's see, you know what, maybe I'll get me a 10mm. Unless because I got this one out, I can probably pick it up and see if we can get that. Okay, you can see it right through there.
Let me do the. Okay. Yeah.
So it looks like it's maybe just enough.
It's all the way up.
Good, it came out, loosen it up. I got the window up. Let me hold that a little bit. Good from cardboard. Just run to the side. And then over here. Okay. Woof, man, that sucked. Now, let's get our window regulator thing out. And take it out of the door. Man, that sucked. Alright, and I got a bolt down here that I dropped in there. So I'm gonna get that bolt out and then let's go get the new regulator. Alright, we got our new one right here. Here's our old one. Everything looks matched up the same. Good. Now what you want to do, these are the clips that holds in the window, holds the glass in. So what you want to do is just make sure those are nice and loose. So the glass can go right in there. And then what you want to do, these top ones right here, to make it easier for us. Actually, you ain't gotta do that. Leave them. Just make sure those are loose. These are loose. I mean, they're already loose, but you want to make sure they're all the way loose. Now you're gonna have the two bottom ones. Notice there's no screws. They didn't give you two new screws for that one, so you just leave those out because you're gonna be using the old one. All right, now that we got there, now we're gonna work this into the door. Try not to mess this up and try to bend it and all in kind of different places, because you don't want to mess this thing up. So put that in. Like that. And get the other one in. let's try to get these bolts lined up. Two right here. Bring those into place. We got one right here. Let's make sure that's nice and loose. So you got the bracket for the motor. That's in place. Now let's get this one over here. Of course, this one came out. Okay, then we take out one of our old bolts and let's get this started by a couple threads. Okay, now you got the one over here. This is why I say make sure it's nice and loose. Okay, then you want to get another one of your old bolts and right over here, just get that lined up. You can't probably see it. No. Get that bolt started a little bit. Alright, now that you got all those in, go ahead and tighten those. In fact, let's get our harness, because make sure our harness is, you can see how I got it stuck out here. So I gotta back this, I gotta take this up a little bit, get that harness inside there. And right here there's a little tab, little hole right there. Just make sure, just put that little harness, there's a little clip on that harness. Get that pushed in there just like that. The motor's already, actually almost already plugged up. Push that till it locks into place. And let's go ahead and tighten those bolts up. Alright, we got those tightened up. This is looking great. Before we even go any further, let's go ahead and put our speaker back into place with those 3 bolts, because if your window was stuck down, you definitely had to take that out, so it's a good time to put those back right now. Those 3 7mm bolts, let's put those in place and tighten them up. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is get our door panel, because it has our window switch on it, and what we need to do is plug this back up. Just get this plug back up, lock it into place. Now what we're going to do here, now this part here is very important. Remember those clips I showed you on the other regulator? They go up and they grab onto the window. So you got to make sure this stuff is all lined up. Now what I'm going to do is get a light. I'm going to put inside here. And if you look inside there, up there, you're going to see a white plastic. Hold my camera.
Hey.
Let me see if I can.
Okay, I think I see it, yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do, we'll put the key in the on position. And what we're going to do is roll the regulator up until, let me get this out of the way. We're going to roll the regulator up until our clips touch that. And you might have to...
You gotta move your light a little bit, it's too bright. Okay.
Now see, it's kind of twisted a little bit.
I can't see the glass though. Hold on, maybe I'm in... Wait a minute. This hole. This hole I can see better.
This one right here, that's the one I was talking about.
Oh, I thought you put
Alright, so you see that? And if you look in this one and you look up, you can see the plastic better.
Okay.
So I'm going to go up. And you see I'm off right now.
Yeah.
So I got to turn, I got to pull, I got to hold this over and bring that glass up at the same time. So I got to go like this. Let me grab, go ahead, try to... See, that went into place. Now I got to go on this side. And of course, this one is not on. So what I have to do is go over here and I just push that into place. And this one you ain't gonna be able to see. Now once they're into place, once they're in there, remove your cardboard or remove your tape and bring the window up all the way. Now that's going to center everything. That's going to make sure everything is in a line. So when you roll this one down, nothing gets jammed up. Now once you have that up like that, take your 10 millimeter and you're going to tighten up the bolt inside there. And inside here, this 10 millimeter bolt inside here. Alright, so let's get those tightened up. Alright guys, we got that all done. Now, I'm going to show you guys the number one reason why these window regulators go and the motor burns out. Is because inside the track with the glass slides on, gets a lot of dryness in there, dirt and all that, and it holds the motor up. So let's go over here for a minute. See, that's moving pretty good. See, it should be a lot faster than that. So what you want to do is bring your window down, get you some WD-40 silicone spray, and you want to spray inside the tracks where the window slides at. And on this side over here, right inside there. Because without doing that, it will mess this thing up. Alright, let's get ready to put everything back together. Alright, let's get our door panel back on. This folds right into here, so it's going to stay into there. Let's get our door handle cable. It's got a little opening right there. Stick that in there. Bring it around. Oops. And that's gonna lock into place just like that. Now, make sure you got the door lock into place. So bring it out this way, and if you go over this side, look at this door panel over here. Make sure it goes into this opening right here. So I'm gonna have to get in the way a minute, because I'm gonna look over here. Make sure it's in there just a little bit. Then bring the door handle over the edge right there. Lock that into place. Make sure everything lines up. The clips line up. Once you got all that lined up, push your door back into place. Next thing you want to do is grab your two 8mm screws, put them into there. Now, what you can do here is, got your 8mm socket, you can put it just like that. That's just to get that lined up, get it started a little bit so you don't drop it in there. So then we're going to do the other one, and then put the 7mm in, and then we're going to tighten them three up. Alright, we got those screws in there. Now let's start with the bottom clip. Now if you notice on the door panel right here, there's a little opening right there. That little opening. And here's your cover. Now your cover has a little slot on it. A little cutout right there. So you want to make sure you line those two up. Put that in there, and it snaps right into place. Dang it, man. I guess it ain't that easy, is it? Snapping this raggedy thing into place. Okay. Now let's get the top one. And the top one, here's the cover, and you notice there's a little cover cutout over there. So that cutout right there, that's going to line up with down at the bottom down there. I know you can't see it, but I can't hold that light. Snap that in place. All right, everything is good. Let's start the vehicle up, and let's make sure this window is good. You might have to spray this again. Again, once a month, you want to make sure you use that silicone spray and do all your windows, and that will definitely make your regulator motors last a lot longer. Oh, I thought you were looking at the camera. No, I said, all right, I thought something was wrong with the camera. It's not. All right, so we're going up and down. Oh yeah, that's perfect. And you know, just it's not going to hurt anything. Spray a little bit on the tracks, a little bit more. And you are done. Hope you enjoyed the video.